And I'm asking the international community, the Liberian government need money. We got money here.
Liberians, what do they make of the first minister that have resigned from this present government? We want to get their view on it. Don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section to what you make of the former commerce minister resigning from his position after a alleged case. But anyway, let's go and ask them. Thank you for always following Liberian TV now.
Anyway, I'm commonly staying a Liberian and political analyst. For me, he did the best thing to resign. Because whenever you are caught in a web of corruption, the best thing is to resign. But the resignation is not the only solution. Having more than no of the Liberian code of conduct, and no government will to meet more than 50,000 or 45,000. And he went against that rule. And having more than misappropriated the Liberian. So for me, it should not be like free just on that because he resigned. We don't want to be like somebody resign then go with impunity. Because it would not set good precedent. These people, they shouldn't pretend in front of us. It's good to resign, but he shouldn't go with impunity because misappropriation, the car is parking. Nobody can buy a car for 96,000. Even if I have money to bring a car to me, I'll tell you I will pay 10,000. Because he depreciate, I mean, what I ride he carry all around. So it's a very good thing, and we appreciate the government in the LACC invite Amin Muda to question him and forward him to the court. That the justice ministry now say if you forget about anything because you are already misappropriated, invite him there and send him to court. So, like other leaders, some got misappropriated, you are taken to court. So now, Amin Muda misappropriated, he should be going to court. So I'm begging the government. For me, I'm not government fanatics, I'm not opposition fanatics. I look at political issue and speak to it. People cry, just at the moment don't listen. I don't know whether he either want in charge or he's not in charge. Because people saying this man will be a conflict of interest. I mean, without be a conflict of interest. And Joseph Boakai never listened to the Liberian crowd and placing into the crucial strategic position that can make this country economy boom. And now we see this man. Muda is capable of buying that car for his own pocket. But because of cruelty, to waste taxpayer money, that's why he did it. He shouldn't go unpunished. If Muda go unpunished, actually, it would be a bad precedent. And I'm asking the international community, the Liberian government need money. We got money here. Let that money be used that we got here instead of all paying all around. Because when they go pay, when they go get the money, then they take the money they raise here from revenue, they use it on their private use. So the international community, the EU, the army, the United States, they must start giving us money, and they know our people not going to use it, probably they continue to get them money. So if they say they continue to get them money, we say they are joking. Then we mean they lie to us too. Because I can get 1,000 for my wife and children to eat. Yeah, goes to somebody to pay the money, give me 500. They are eating 1,000 and carry 500 home. I'm not doing a good for my family. So Amin Muda case, let Amin Muda case should be a speedy trial. Just as they did Gloria Musu start speedy trial to free her. Let them give Amin Muda his speedy trial because it's misapplication. This government now, the people are suffering like that. The people are suffering. Don't look at poor guy who body passing. The stress, the frustration is on people. So for 1 minute, take 96,000 and check the record, we will see another rumor from other entities and people and other places that people using 100,000 in the past 70,000 cars. So they shouldn't only look at Amin Muda. It's not only Amin Muda. There are a lot of ministers and directors that use expensive car. They may last say costing 30,000 but let them contact the company, the broadcast. So I want this government to be holistic in fighting corruption. If you want to put it on Liberia, you got to be holistic, not pick and choose. Pick and choose can spoil every country. So,
okay, thank you so much for talking to us.
My name is Patrick Wambo, commonly known as Political Mbo or PMO. I hail from the Alternative National Congress, Secretary General of the National Mobilization Committee. The issue of army murder extends from tribalism, nepotism. The president, instead of going by the executive law that was crafted in the 70s, and President Tubman went by that law. He decided to take his kinsmen to give them ministerial position, not distributing the ministerial position based on county. And Ami Moda, as we learned allegedly, is a nephew of the president. Double Jala also is related to the president, even a public work minister. So Ami Moda, being a businessman, we expected him to have done better, in order to promote the interests of the country. But instead of that, he was thinking about himself, to enrich himself and to become a bourgeoisie in our country. He's a businessman, everybody expected him to do well. But he blundered by going to a kinsman, Double Jala, who professed to be an integrity icon, for them to connive and squander government resources to buy a luxurious vehicle for just one minister, which is against government policy for the purchase of vehicle for ministers. So I mean, in that case, I think it was the right thing he did to resign instead of waiting for the president to fire him. Because I be it, you have been fired by the president based on the public pressure. Because now everybody in Liberia, our eyes are open. We have technology, we got a cell phone, the internet. Before those things were not in existence, of which corruption used to go on unchecked. So that's my view about that.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Can you say your name again?
My name is Patrick Wambo. The Y stand for the crew name called Nyonwi, or you call me Sebuakunkwa. CKAP Mo or Political Mo. 2029, I'll be contesting in the district here.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The resignation is a charade, it's a mirage.
Okay.
It's a mirage in the sense that maybe for some other family, maybe family pressure, but it was not at the own will. In that much that you were being coerced by a family people, you thought to resign. But it was not from the president. Because in my mind, the president is not interested to ask anybody to resign for his government. It was a form of corruption. The discussion in the corridor of politics is that he had been a serious businessman, that he is a businessman, and so he could have used his own money to purchase such a vehicle with such huge amount of money. But other people say, look, why he did not do that at the time he was just a businessman? Why did he choose to purchase, use some of money to purchase such a vehicle? Because he was using a proximity in government, as Minister of Commerce. So it didn't have it wouldn't have any encouragement on his business, because it was not a business money he was using. Though you would be thinking, you would tell the Liberian people that it's business people, and that you would want to, cajole the minds of Liberians, that in a much that he's a businessman, and that he has his own money, and so no need for you to go into government covers to use government's money. Basically, the only thing is that, resignation is where I have problem with democracy. Democracy too is a voice of the people, but democracy is not well defined. You understand that? This is one of the means why democracy, the first pillar in democracy is rule of law. But what will happen is that assume that you resign and thinking that no, it was not the government that you resigned, but you were being coerced to resign by public sentiments, public outcry. And so what becomes of the money that presumed that he has stolen? Will he be prosecuted? Is another $1 million question. Will you be invited by government to give reason why he had to use the money? So if he's saying that you resign because of the money, so he should give account of the money. But if the vehicle is being turned over to the government, for other different things in my mind, the vehicle does not have to necessarily be turned over to the GSC for different purpose. Because he used some of money. But in that budget, he's saying that the vehicle was not purchased at the expense of government. The best he could do is that he should take away a vehicle. But why when he resign, he say, look, it is not the government, but government is taking control of the vehicle. So it means that he corrupted the covers of the Liberian poor money, and so he should be set to court. But again, it's when I continue to say that I have serious problem with democracy, because Liberia is still an Aboriginal state practicing democracy. Unfortunately, we have not got much education, and so what will happen is that somebody will do something and will say that look, let me resign because of settlement or because of family pressure. But that is not the case. But people will still, at the end of the day, will resign. After they resign, they will get back the action, and yet they say they will be defending. You understand it? They will be defending in the case that I totally resign because of family pressure. I totally resign because of settlement from public outcry. But it is proving that no, the person has stolen the Liberian poor money. So why is it that in the midst of resignation, he cannot be invited by the court to exonerate himself or to prove the Liberian poor wrong? But just resigning for the sake of resigning, it is not good for our democracy or for our government.
Thank you so much for talking.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
The common means of resigning is good. That is a sign of leadership. It means that you listen to the Liberian cry, that the actions performed by you, buying a vehicle worth over 100,000, and you see the pressure from every corner of the bureau, and you choose to listen to the pressure of the Liberian people, it signifies leadership. So I just appreciate the common minister of I'm a model. You showed an example in this country that everybody should follow. So if you are doing the wrong thing, the people questions you based on the wrong path you choose and you resign, it's good. But I will encourage you, Mr. Modal, since you resign, submit yourself for investigations. If the government asks for investigations, so that you clear your name. Because clear your name is the best one, forward. It's good to submit yourself for investigations, because these are situations that happen on a daily basis. So resigning, setting a good benchmark in our country that you use our money that belongs to the bureau to purchase a vehicle worth 100+ thousands after the pressure. And let me get salutation to the president for expressing his anger to Army Model, because his anger signifies that yes, listening to the Liberian people and pressure Army Model to resign. So I also encourage the president to also pressurize those other government officials that are also involved in the similar scheme that are using the people money for the other news. Let him mark pressure on them to do the right thing. We want the right thing to be done in this country. That's what we want. We as a citizen of the bureau, we want to get the benefit of our cake.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Okay.